Hey guys, my name is Nida Kazmi, and thank you so much for watching this video and the other videos that you guys have commented on. Again, just took me by complete surprise, and it's been pretty amazing. I haven't been doing videos regularly, and that is going to happen now. So I'm going to try to keep them like under 5 minutes, like just so you guys have an easier time digesting them. But thank you so much for all the comments that you guys have posted on, especially that first video that I did actually 2 years ago, and it now has over 300,000 views, which is incredible because I did nothing to promote it. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch it, and even if your commentary was not positive or not constructive, let me just tell you, it was actually very useful for me. And by the way, nothing that anyone could have said on those comments was something that I have been hurt by or affected by. I have a much thicker skin than that, but I do understand where they were coming from, and all of the commentary on those on that video was extraordinarily helpful. So before I get into that further, hit subscribe if you haven't already to this channel. I'll be doing more videos soon, short ones, I promise, not the long ones. And hit like for this video. And so what I wanted to say is I went to a training event last week, and there was like a ratio of 1/4 women to 3/4 men. And I cannot begin to tell you that because of the insight that I had from all of those comments that everybody made in my other video, the level of conversation that I was able to have with the men at this event, and it was a personal development event, so it was easier to have a conversation to begin with, but the depth and the level of conversation I was able to have allowed us to engage in a way that was far more meaningful than I would have been able to without your help with your comments. And what it did was it opened up my eyes to see things from the perspective of the male in today's society, because I can only see things as a female. I'm a female, and it's very selfish. We walk around the world, or I used to walk around the world, so I see things as a daughter, as the middle child, because I'm a middle child, as a female, as someone who's in her 30s, or as someone who's got, some sense of privilege with her education or class or culture. And what happens is that by your comments, I was able to see things from a perspective that I couldn't have imagined before, about things that I didn't even realize were happening, and opening up my eyes to that, to really understand, okay, how do I prepare, how do I plan to fix this in my way. One person can't do everything, but we can all do something together. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but if we all have a little bit of an effect on other people, like I know that those conversations I had with the men at the event, later on, the guys, all of them came back to tell me how meaningful and how impactful that conversation was. And even conversations I'd had with them a couple months ago and how impactful they were. It can all really start to make a difference. So I wanted to point to you guys a man named Dr. Jordan Peterson. If you haven't heard of him already, go check him out. He just had this unbelievably famous interview with this lady on Channel 4, British channel, and oh my God, it was a disaster. It was a disaster for her, because the way that he showed up as a man, and while she was, I don't know what she was doing in that interview, but it's the whole thing, not to judge her, but to show you what a man who is steady and confident and holding his own truly looks like, even when faced with such a ridiculous situation. And just to get a feel for how things could be done differently, so that you experience things differently in your life, even if it's just to buffer the women in your life, like your moms or your sisters or your friends or your cousins or anything like that, or your bosses. And it's kind of, it's a lot like when you buy a particular car, you suddenly start noticing it everywhere, the same color, the same brand, model, make, everywhere on the road. And that's because you truly do attract who you are in the world. So take a look at that interview with Dr. Jordan. I might even link it later on in this video for you to look at. But I am going to say that the next video I'm going to do is going to be about confident women, and what that means, how it makes a difference for the men of this world. And I think I'm going to title it, where are the good women at, and who are all these princesses? What do y'all think? Yeah. So hit like on this video, hit subscribe. I'm going to see you guys on another short video soon.